to the west, and it's calling me back again. There's a pale blue sky and an orange sunset, and a place I can't forget. You go down home when the sun goes low, head off the highway to a painted western sky. Walk down a worn path through the back door, cooking in the kitchen and the kettle is warm. Then you sit down home.
Welcome to Great Chefs of the West, a video symposium of regional cookery offered by chefs of the West and Southwest. From San Francisco, a first course by Chef Bradley Ogden. From Austin, Texas, an entree by Chef Gert Rausch. From Los Angeles, a dessert by Chef Susan Vinegar and Mary Sue Milligan. And home-based cooking from the State Fair of Texas.
When Gert Rausch came to Austin's Court Restaurant in 1979, he was one of the first classically trained chefs in the area. Prior to that, he had cooked in his native Germany, Switzerland, Montreal, and Paris. He made the jump to executive chef status when he immigrated to the United States, working in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Colorado. Chef Rausch loves the Texas Hill Country and avails himself of the broad range of fresh wild game in the area. His entree is a good example, Hill Country Mixed Grill. It includes breast of pheasant, medallions of wild boar, medallions of axis deer, and rabbit backstrap.
Put that aside. A backstrap of a rabbit, which also comes from this area. And also make sure that you take the silver skin off because it's a little bit tough. And it's really pretty easy. What you need to do is make sure that when you take a silver skin off, take the knife and lift it up this way so you don't cut too much meat away.
Also boned quail with a cornbread stuffing.
Salted. Take a little pepper. Put pepper on there. A little dash of salt. Put it in the pan.
The quail is quickly sautéed, then goes into a hot 450-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes.
They glaze it just a little bit with butter on the top. And then you'll finish it off in the oven at about 50 degrees for around.
The boned pheasant breast is seared quickly, then wrapped with bacon.
It's always good to use a little bit of bacon, and because game birds get easily very, very dry, so it's nice to put a little bit of bacon around it.
3 slightly different sauces will accompany the game. The foundation of all 3 is a much reduced pheasant stock. It is reduced to almost the demi-glace stage. The first sauce features 3 types of mushrooms: shiitake, oyster, and morel. The sauce begins with quickly sautéed shallots, then red wine.
And some shallots. Saute the shallots just for a little bit. A little bit of red wine to reduce. And then we add the mushrooms to it. And then we add about 2 teaspoons.
Now the chef adds the pheasant stock. Note its color and consistency.
And a little bit of heavy cream. Now we're going to reduce it over a very low heat until the right consistency. Now we're going to make the second sauce, which is going to be a lingonberry sauce. Also use a little bit of red wine for that. Just a little dash of red wine. A little bit of shallots. venison stock.
Lingonberries can be purchased jarred and usually with sugar added. The chef uses about a tablespoon of lingonberries. The third sauce is flavored with juniper berries.
With a knife and just press them up a little bit. It's more flavor to it. Red wine. Reduce a little bit of red wine. And a few shallots in there. Again, some of the venison stock or game stock. Add the tuna berries. Some heavy cream.
The sauce reduces slightly, and at the last, fresh chopped basil is added.
You see how the pheasants and quails are doing. They need a little bit more.
The boar and deer medallions and rabbit will all be cooked on top of the stove at the end.
You know, frying pan hot.
The side dish is jalapeno spätzle, prepared by Chef Gert and his assistant, Bernd Bohl.
Right now.
The addition of jalapeno pepper to the German classic was decided on the spot. Instead of julienning, the chef suggests pureeing it in a food processor before adding it to the spätzle batter. The batter consists of 1 pound flour and 12 eggs. Chef Rausch says the recipe won't work if the proportions are cut down.
Okay, I'm going to just put a little bit of salt and a little bit of nutmeg. And the jalapenos. And now, we have it mixed well, now we have to make sure that we get enough air underneath it. You just have to whip it like this, and when you see that there is like air pockets coming out, and then the dough is ready. Put the board in the water to make it wet. Then you put the dough on the board.
This is not nearly as easy as Chef Vohl makes it appear. Even some German chefs can't do it.
You have to shave it in, and then you bring it to a boil.
It can also be done by forcing the batter through a colander or potato ricer.
Because it's really not as easy as it looks. Then you have on the side some water, some ice water. And as soon as they're boiled off and cooked off, you will take the spätzle and put it in the ice water and let it cool down for a minute.
The spätzle is boiled in salted water for about 2 minutes, then doused in ice water and sautéed in butter before service. The remaining meat is prepared. The rabbit backstrap is seasoned with salt and pepper and sautéed. The deer and wild boar are seasoned and will also be sautéed, though much more quickly than the rabbit.
Our venison and our boar. And this takes only just a very, very minute, not even a minute.
The cooking instructions are for fairly rare meat. Adjust cooking time to your preference. The quail has been halved and the rabbit is cut into medallions. The pheasant and rabbit are napped in the lingonberry-flavored sauce. The juniper sauce with basil is for the quail. Finally, the wild mushroom sauce for the boar and axis deer. The spätzle is quickly tossed in butter.
There's a road headed to the west, and it's calling me back again. There's a pale blue sky and a northern sunset, and a place I can't forget. You go down home when the sun goes low, head off the highway to a painted western sky. Walk down a worn path through the back door, cooking in the kitchen and the kettle is warm. Then you sit down.